Hi everyone, this is Jim Karras. I'm here with Sabrina and we're out in the shop and we're doing a little bit of gardening. We're going to plant 10 trees. Right now we're putting them in these pots so they'll grow. They're little itty bitty trees and we'll tell you about them. They were gifted to us by the Saginaw Chippewa Indian tribe of Michigan here in Mount Pleasant, Sabrina's tribe. But this was a project of the Great Lakes Restoration Project or Initiative and the Bureau of Indian Affairs, which was a grant gifted to the tribe. And we were able to have given to us 10 trees. And we're going to go over that. Sabrina's going to drop them in the pots. And Sabrina, why don't you tell us which trees you're putting in? We have 2 of each and a total of 5 different species of trees.
I'm just placing them right now.
Yep.
These are the red oaks.
So 2 red oaks. And the red oaks are very interesting in that the red oaks will grow to about 80 feet tall. They prefer full sun or partial shade, and so that'll work good for a spot on our property. Most of these trees will go on our back woodlot. 2 to 4 of the trees may end up going at the front part of our front yard. Perhaps the red oak and maybe we have a couple of box elder. Maybe the smaller trees will go in the front yard. Maybe even the 2 eastern red buds that we have will go in the front yard. I'm not sure. But the rest, the bigger trees, we have some sycamores and some tulip trees. They get up to 120 feet. Those we'll put out on the back woodlot. We have a clearing back there that we wanted to put some trees in.
And now I'm placing the eastern red buds. If I can untangle them.
And we'll show you what they look like when they're grown.
Actually, I am placing the, let's see, what are these? They're the green ones. These are the sycamore.
These are 2 sycamore.
Sycamores.
The sycamores are large trees. They grow up to 120 feet. They prefer full sun. And let me see if I can get a shot of what the sycamore looks like. Give me a sec here. There you go. That's what the sycamore looks like right there, if you can see that. The red oak that she just planted, that's what they'll look like fully grown.
Okay. And then these are the eastern red buds.
These are green trees. And eastern redbud trees will go up between 25 and 35. They prefer full or partial shade. They're a red foliage type of tree. And their tops get really full. You can see, get that into focus there. That's what they look like. They have like a little berry on them, a red bud berry. A pretty tree.
Okay. And then these
And then
next
you see the bottom, they have a root system there.
These next 2 are the tulip trees.
These are an interesting tree. I wasn't familiar with these. You want to get that root down in there.
Yep.
That one root is tangled there.
Yep.
Yep, see it? Okay, good.
nice and straight.
We've got a couple hundred trees on on our total property here. We got 10 acres, if for those that may not know. Of that, about 7 acres is wooded, and but we've got some trees that are stressed, and so some of those are going to come out. And when they do, these are their first set of replacements. And then as we go, we hope to replace more that come out. So
these are the box elder.
Yep, these are the box elder. And the box elder, this is what they look like. Yep. Here, let me set this down. You can see that. They get up to about 80 feet tall. They, again, like full sun or partial shade. And again, that's kind of what they look like. They're a pretty tree as well. Did I show what the last one was you did?
That one was the tulip tree.
I don't know that I showed it. It's a pretty tree too. It gets a bright kind of amber color. They like full sun. They get up to 120 feet. I would love to have those in the front yard, but I don't think we have enough room for those to properly have a good full canopy and not come in contact with our other trees. So they'll go out in the back woodlot where they'll thrive, because they'll want a few feet in between their full growth canopy.
Right, now I just have to...
Now she's gonna get those all straightened up. She'll get them watered
and labeled.
And she's gonna label each pot. And where they're gonna live here in the shop for just a couple more days till they're secure. We'll get them. We've got drip pans we're gonna go pick up. They didn't have them when we got the pots, so they got them in. We're gonna get them from Menards, our local hardware, and they have great nursery. And then what's going to happen is when we get back from our trip to California here in about 4 days, we're going to transfer them up to the back deck, and that has both an area of some full sun and a little area of sun and partial shade. We'll kind of play with them, see how they do, make sure that they're doing okay. And then eventually, when they grow just a little bit, we're gonna put them out where we think we want them and see how they do in the sunlight where we hope to plant them. And once they get big enough and their trunks are a big, at least 3 inches, which will be a while, then we will transplant them to what we think will be their permanent locations. But the nice thing about having them in the pots is it gets them a chance to grow a little bit without any threat of wildlife or the mower or anything else. And then once we think they're stable, we'll get them transplanted with the area of what is we think the best sunlight, and we'll see how they do. So we'll do another update. Hope you're all enjoying your holiday weekend. Thanks to the service of all of our military and memory of all of those that have passed. And again, we appreciate your service. And with that, we hope you all have a happy holiday. Thanks again, everybody.